Okay. This is like, I don't know, take 15 of this. I really can't get my own script right. Struggles. But I'm having fun, and that's the most important part. What's going on, you guys? I just wanted to take a little bit of time today to talk about one thing. I got 4 tips. It's not a whole lot, but it's just some tips for when you feel stagnant in your photography and your work. Because usually in the beginning of everyone's photography journey, you feel sort of stuck, like you don't have any sense of direction of where you want to go with your photography. So hopefully this video kind of helps give you ideas on what to shoot or what to do with your photography. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So the first tip that I have is to emulate other people's work. Now, I'm not saying to straight up steal their work. I'm saying to try and emulate some of the things that you may see within their body of work. For example, if you follow a few different photographers who really use colors in their photos, try to emulate those colors, those same colors. Try to find ways to incorporate that within your own photography. And in doing this, you're growing a few different things. You're growing your awareness of your surroundings, your attention to detail, and the shots that you take, the knowledge of the camera that you shoot on, your understanding of color, light, focal length, aperture, etc. You're growing all of these things, and you're emulating other people's work. Again, emulating, not stealing or straight up copying their work, just emulating some of the visuals that you see. The second tip that I have is to start a creative project. So currently right now, personally, I'm working on 2 projects with the third one in mind. The first one has to deal with old Japanese cars, vintage cars, as well as JDM cars, and the other one is basically just a collection of photos shot at ISO 800. In doing this, you invoke a sense of purpose within your own body of work. You feel like you're actually going somewhere, and it also challenges you to think outside of the box. You know, there might be something unique to where you live that nobody's really covering that you have an eye for. You could start a project on that. The third tip that I have is to produce what you consume. Now, this tip also ties into the first one of emulating other people's work. But the only way to emulate other people's work is if you're consuming what they put out. However, too much consumption can have a negative impact as well. So let's say all you do is consume media without much action behind it, like watching videos on color grading, metering, shot composition, etc. There's no value in that. There's no progression. There's no experience gained there. Sure, you might have a new wealth of knowledge on how to do all these different things. That knowledge means nothing if you don't apply it. The things that you learn from the videos or the pictures that you see, the videos that you watch, you also have to apply those things that you learned. What you consumed into your mind has to translate physically. It has to translate on paper. This is what I learned, and this is the fruits of what I learned. If you just sit there and consume media all the time, that you're not growing yourself. That's how you continue to stay stuck where you're at. The goal is to be better than we were yesterday, you know? The goal is to be better at the photos that we create. But if you're serious and you love what you do, you're passionate about creating, there has to be a level of growth on your journey with that. It has to be measurable, which leads me into my fourth tip: don't stop shooting. Even when you may feel like not shooting, or you feel like you're having a bad day or whatever, you can't stop shooting. You can't stop allowing yourself to get out there and take the next photo. If you have a goal in mind, if you have, like I said earlier, starting a creative project, you have a project that needs to have an end date, you got to keep going out there and shooting to meet that deadline, because that's the goal. The goal is to complete that project. Even when you may not feel like it, you have a project to complete, so you have to go out there. And it's a lot easier said than done, because like I said, there are days where you don't want to go out. You're going to feel like you don't want to go shoot, but you're going to have to, because no matter what it may look like or how you may feel, you have to keep going out to shoot. I hope you got something out of this video. Like I said, it was just a few tips on photography. Whether you're a professional or a hobbyist, we're all photographers the same. And I hope this helped you on your journey to becoming a better photographer.